my name is Sterling Tucker. I'm the godly, glorious, gorgeous genius guru, maker of God's KRATOM kingdom. And this is our Lord and Savior, Jesus Save Christ. And I just wanted to make our Sunday salvation sermon because it's Mother's Day, which is unquestionably the most important day of the year. Because mothers are what determine, they're how we all got here. They're what determine how the next generation turns out, which determines whether or not when we're eventually 80 and in a facility, whether we get treated good or bad. Everybody gets old, you know. Anyway, so I'm so grateful to all mothers. And this is one of my favorite things about nature is if you look across nature, like even in the most wild, vicious animals, whether it's a bear or a cat, like a cougar, a lion, look at how loving the mothers are. And it's just this universal signature across the animal kingdom that's so astounding and such a blessing to be part of our lives, because it seems to exclusively come from the mothers, the root of love, because that's what, as cheesy as it sounds, that's what determines everything about a human's choices, is whether or not they have love. Like whether or not people choose to succeed and do good or bad, it's all for a reason. And ultimately, the reason we do everything, the root of it is love. Like it's because we love our families, we love our family, our children, our parents. That's why we go to work. Most of us, it's not because, we want some material thing. Anyway, and sorry I'm talking kind of quiet. I've got family over this weekend. I've lived by myself. But anyway, and they're still sleeping. I never sleep in. I can't. I don't know why. The more I sleep, the worse mood I get in. It seems, well, if I sleep excessively. If you sleep, like, I don't know if you follow Elon Musk, but he's the most productive person on the planet, literally. So anyway, I always try to follow his advice. And he says a person needs between, I think he said 5.5 and 6.5 hours of sleep a night. And he's out producing everybody else on the planet. I mean, he's built Tesla, SpaceX, the Boring Company, and like what he does, Neuralink. It's astounding out of one human being. Anyway, we're so blessed to have him in our country. And he is a classic example of the power of perfect mothers. So you should go, I'll put it in this down below. Go to my X account and follow my X account, because it's some big things are going to happen with automated transportation soon, and I'm getting connected to all the right people in the government and on the Tesla side to make it happen. But anyway, he's attending this. This was just this. It's on my page. If you scroll down, you can find some awesome content from him. But anyway, he's attending this social event, like a Hollywood event, basically. And she's like, "Well, why are you here? Like with all that you do?" And he says, "Well, my mom asked me to take her down here, so I brought her." Anyway, and it's just so impressive to see, like, Elon's love for humanity comes from his love from his mother and his love for his mother. That's where it stems from, which anyway, and I'm so grateful to mothers for that, because it's so much more enjoyable to live a life of, sorry, I've had, I just wake up and I sleep in my clothes. And anyway, I do shower every day and change my clothes, but I sleep in my clothes. Too much information. It's just Sunday and Mother's Day, so it's my lazy day. Oh yeah, and this year I do it for my mom every year, and I one up it every year, so it gets harder and harder to do. But I write my mom cards that are bigger than you can see. Oh, I don't have it in here. Anyway, and I write like every positive word, like kind, loving, caring, inspiration, motivation. Anyway, like every positive characteristic that can be, every word that can use. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of words in a row, just that are compliments. Anyway, and so that's what I'm working on this morning, and so yeah, that's my priority. And yeah, anyway, I'm so grateful for all of you. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for to know that the American spirit, so to say, like the um, our love and kindness and support of liberty and human health and plants. That's what our group consists of. And I'm also so impressed. It's also on a huge level. I'm so impressed. Go onto my X account, but the I believe, I don't want to missay his name, but it's Senator Rao. And anyway, I love watching him. It's just so good to see love and care about morality and the family unit, and to know it's still around. Yeah, because the United States is a really big area, and going from one state to the next, you get a totally different experience. Like when I lived in Washington State, my life experience was really good, really good, really ridiculously impossibly good. But and it was exclusively done by the government. Like the government, like they've done a lot for me, especially growing up because I was raised from a poor family. Anyway, you know, and the government gives poor family food. That's anyway. Because I'm from a family of 10, which there's not very many families that are that big. Yeah, so, but anyway, and I'm so grateful for that too, because they, you know, siblings love each other, and it's just kind of like physical common sense that the more connections that you have, the stronger something gets. So anyway, the more siblings that you love, the stronger I feel that a person's love is. And plus, some siblings are totally rude, and then you've always got the perfect ones. But anyway, my point is, all of that is a result of mothers, and I'm so grateful for it. Oh yeah, and so like, and this is so important, and it's not just for mothers, but it's especially for mothers. But like, if you're ever in a difficult place and can't afford your kratom, always tell me. I will help you for free if needed. I do it for people all the time, and I absolutely love doing it. It's so important. If every business did that, first of all, like, there's not that many people that are in horrible need. But anyway, if every business would just help those few that are in need, there would be no one in need, and it doesn't affect bottom line. Generally speaking, I mean, I guess that they'd have to do a balance of it, but anyway, kind of going on a rabbit hole there. But go follow my X account. It's got some extremely good content, both on a political level, which is so important right now. I know that, you know, everybody's so extreme controversial and stuff. There's some real logic on there, because I can't say that I love talking politics. I don't like people that just don't understand morality, and I don't mean that unkind, but like, anyway, and I won't go into anything to do with politics on here, except get this. This is a standing. The Secretary of State sent me a friend request on Facebook. Yeah, and I'm friends with FBI Director Ray. I'll link my Facebook account to there, because there's really, really, really good content there. Yeah, because you guys are my best friends, so I want you to know me. Send me friend requests. I'm friends with a lot of you, or quite a few people in our Kratom religion. This is a religion. Like, that's why it's Sunday Salvation Sermon. We, the people, have constitutional rights that are unalienable. Like, people really misunderstood when, anyway, and I won't go into anything to do with politics, but I'm really, really, really proud of our current group in the direction they're headed, and on a global level, because there's global peace alliances being formed all over, and technology will be the material to hold it all together and keep it together. Yeah, so, and it's on, like, there's so much information about that on Facebook. Yeah, and on our original website, kratomkingdom.online, There's several links over to the National Institutes of Health and Journal of Medicine, and this is not medical advice. It's information written by medical professionals that's found in peer-reviewed scholarly articles that have been published in medical journals and can be accessed through the National Institutes of Health and Journal of Medicine. And it shows unquestionably that 7-hydroxymitragynine, as a partial agonist at the mu-opioid receptor, is 17 times stronger than morphine at blocking pain signals using the PD2 scale hot plate tail flick test. And what they do there is they put a nerve on a plate and then they'll expose it to an analgesic substance. Analgesic means pain blocking. And then they'll turn up the heat and see how much heat it can stand before it twitches. The more heat it can withstand, the stronger the analgesic, which means pain blocking, and it's done on what's called the PD2 scale. And using that scale as a guide, it's 17 times stronger than morphine, but as a partial agonist at the mu-opioid receptor, it's a partial agonist, totally different than all this man-made murder stuff that's causing an epidemic. Anyway, so it's 17 times stronger, but does not cause respiratory depression, which is the ultimate godsend. And it's so important that everybody knows that information. It will save so many mothers' lives. Do you know how many mothers' lives are taken every single day in the opioid overdose epidemic caused by man-made opioids? Or, here's another one that people don't hear about, the ibuprofen epidemic. Or, here's another one, the tobacco epidemic that's killing. You take fentanyl and every illegal drug combined, every single illegal drug, all of them, LSD, you name it, every single drug that you could think of. And you combine all of those deaths and you multiply it by 5, and it's less than the annual death rate from tobacco that's sold on every corner. So it's important that that information spread. Like, tobacco should be sold. That's people's liberty. Like, nobody has the right to be like, hey, that's dangerous, we're going to attack you. Anyway, I shouldn't talk like that. I've got a super sarcastic. Anyway, so please, mothers, I mean, because I got to get this over with. Make these 13 minutes and 33 seconds every time. Mass of the sun compared to the earth. It's on my Facebook page too. But anyway, mothers, please know how loved and appreciated you are. Like, no matter what, all mothers, like, you're why we're here. Your why here is a good place, and the love exists, and responsible, caring men exist, like Elon Musk. That's a result of his mother. So even though people may not tell you frequently, know how appreciated you are. Your mothers are ultimately the creators of all that we see on the earth. I mean, all of us that are here got here from our moms, and we were formed and raised the way we are by our moms. So yeah, please let us know if you have any questions or need anything. We're always here to serve you the best, to make your life the best with the world's best KRATOM. Thank you. Love you.